everybody, good morning to day 2 of the conference. So glad you are here. This is Melissa and I am here to guide you in some mindfulness and yoga to prepare our bodies and minds for the day ahead. Please feel free to join us in any capacity. If you would like to be seated in a chair and do modifications for that, that is great. Or simply sit and do some mindful reflection with us today. So we'll begin by bringing hands to heart, or one hand to heart, one hand to belly, and just becoming aware of our breath, taking 3 collective breaths. I'm so glad you are here. I'm just going to start with a little reflection by Danielle Dobie, poet and yoga instructor. Our transformation is not always loud and arrow fast. Sometimes it's years later, you're standing there when your jaw softens and you realize you're no longer the same as when you first walked in. Where you were once closed, you have now let yourself slowly fold open. Where you were once hardened, you have now become weathered silk and see-through. It is okay to be here. It is okay to not rush through and destroy your middle, the place where you reach for the future just before you shed yourself of the past. Each valley holds rich value, and in between gifts you with resilience to greet what's next. So thank you again for joining today, and we'll meet in a comfortable seated position, and we're going to start with some pranayama or breathing exercises. So we're going to start with alternate nostril breathing or nadi shodhana, and there are different ways to do this. So I'll show you one way, but if you have another, please feel free to do that one. So we'll just begin by becoming aware of our breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. So this is all through the nose. And to begin, we're going to close the right nostril and inhale through the left, and then close the left nostril and exhale through the right. And I'll be guiding you through that. One way to do this is to put 2 fingers on your forehead and use the thumb and ring finger for blocking the nostrils, or you can do a hang loose and use your thumb and your pinky, or your pinky and forefinger. It's a very grounding technique that you can do anywhere. So we'll inhale through the left, blocking the right nostril. Switch and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Switch and exhale through the left. Inhale through the left and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right and exhale through the left. A couple more rounds on your own, just at your own pace. Inhale. And release. Come to regular breathing. And perhaps you'll notice a change in your thinking or your feeling, maybe a little clarity. All you need is a couple of minutes of that, and it can really change the energy of your body and mind. So we'll meet in a comfortable seated position on your mat. Seated position, we'll bring our right hand to our right shoulder and just do some curious circles Getting that synovial fluid going. 3 times in one direction, 3 times in the other direction. And now on the other side, left hand to left shoulder. Remembering your breathing, loosening up those shoulders. And 3 in the other direction. Noticing a difference in our shoulders. So bring your both hands down to the mat, palms down. Slowly raise the right hand up. Flex the fingers toward the ceiling. You should feel a nice stretch in the arm. You can put your hand down and up and feel the difference. And if it feels okay in your body to deepen the stretch, bring your left arm to the side of your head and simply let the weight of your arm pull your head slightly to the left, feeling a greater stretch in the neck, the side arm, and release. And now on the other side, left arm up, fingers up flexed, up and down. Focusing on the upper body today, as we may have been sitting at our computers. And again, the right arm can come over. Don't pull on the head, but simply let the weight slightly bring your head over, feeling a greater extension. Cleansing breath. And now we'll draw some lines with our nose, starting small, circles. Circles, not lines. Starting small in one direction and widening. Loosening up that neck to dinner plate size in reverse directions. Dinner plate size. Saucer size and smaller. Excellent. And a few yeses, ups and downs, yeses and no's. Excellent. We'll begin with some torso rotations. So keep your hips stationary and bring the torso up, forward, to the side, and hollowing out, and over to the left, to the front, lifting your heart up, and back, hollowing out. One more time, then we'll reverse directions, switch directions, loosening up the lower back, the third chakra, which is our creative center. Seated. If it feels okay, you can do a couple seated cat-cows. So arching the back, shoulders forward, hollowing out the front body, and reverse, heart up. 2 more times. Exhale and inhale. And exhale. Looking down, stretching the back neck. And inhale and release. Seated twist. So bring your right arm behind you, left hand to right knee. Gaze comes to the side or possibly to the back. Feeling the slight ringing out, cleansing twist. Excellent for the inner organs. And as we come back, we're going to sweep our legs, our arms forward, reaching over, walking over, and reversing sides. So right hand to left knee, left hand back, gaze can follow the left hand. Just a gentle wringing out and a twist. An inhale and exhale, deepening into the stretch. And release. And we'll reach our arms forward again if it feels good in your body. And come back up to seated. We'll meet in tabletop. You can put a little extra padding underneath your knees if this feels good. So we'll start as we did yesterday with the threading the needle. So we'll raise our left arm up this time. And now we're going to bring the left arm, thread it underneath the right arm, bringing our cheek and shoulder to the mat. And this time we're going to extend our left foot out. If it feels okay in your body, you can extend, the right foot for a little deeper stretch. Release the knee, release the right arm, extending up and back down. And now on the other side, right arm comes up and we thread it underneath the left arm, bringing our shoulder and ear, cheek to the mat. Feeling a nice opening in the back body. Remembering to breathe. If it feels okay in your body, you can extend that left leg out just to open up the back a bit. And release. Right arm comes up and back to the mat. You can do a couple of cat-cows here. So arching the back, bringing the heart and the gaze to the ceiling. And exhale, hollowing out for our scary cat. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. If it feels okay today, you can reverse your hands, stretch out those wrists a little bit. If you've been using your hands, writing, typing, it's an excellent stretch for those tendons. And we'll meet in. Take a little break in child's pose. So extended child's, big toes touching, knees mat width apart, reaching out your hands, forehead and heart comes to the mat. And when you're ready, meeting back in table. So we'll begin by bringing our right leg forward into a runner's lunge. So right leg in between hands. Extend the left leg out, coming to the toes, or you can drop the knee, staying on your knee. Keeping your chest lifted, feeling the stretch in the hip flexor. And if it's in your body today, we'll lift our right arm, extending up. Lift our left arm for a nice twist and release. Now come to lizard, bringing your right hand next to your left hand, feeling a nice stretch in the hip flexor here. Excellent. Bringing the left knee down. Hips back so that your right leg straightens out. Reverse splits. You should feel a nice stretch in your hamstring. And back to runner's lunge. Knee can be up or down. And we'll step back into a plank or half plank. And slowly lower to the mat with control. Just feeling the stability of the earth under you. Taking a few breaths, maybe a few audible breaths. Feeling the vibration and the support of the earth underneath you. So we'll come to Cobra. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and gently lift your heart. Baby Cobra. And release. 2 more times. Inhale, feeling it come from the core, tensing, and release. And last time, if you would like to lift your legs as well, to bow pose, if that feels good in your body, do your superhero flying. Excellent for lower back. Inhale and release. And we'll meet up in child's pose. So knees mat width, or you can keep your knees together too if that feels good in your body. Extended arms out. And slowly we'll come back and repeat that on the other side. So this time, left leg comes in between hands for runner's lunge, and back knee can be lifted or on the mat. Feeling the stretch in the hip flexor. Place your right hand down. Lift your left arm for a nice twist. Again, cleansing. Excellent for inner organs. Right hand up. And release. This time we'll bring our left hand next to our right hand for lizard and feeling the stretch in the hip flexor. Drop the right knee. Bring your hips back, straightening the left leg, feeling a nice stretch in the hamstring. Just so that it feels good in your body, not painful. And release when you're ready. And we'll step up to a forward fold. And we'll slowly rise in mountain, feeling the stability of the earth beneath you. This is your power pose. And we'll come to star, my other favorite one. So widen your stance, arms shoot out. Feeling the power, bringing the power, shining your light. Turn your toes slightly out and we'll bend our knees, coming to goddess. And bringing our arms to cactus. And rise again to star. And feeling the power in goddess pose. Straighten your legs, hands to hips, and with control we'll come down to wide-legged forward fold. Your hands can rest on a block. If it's in your body, you can even bring your head down to the ground. It's a good time. You can also ragdoll, grab your elbows, a few yeses and nos with your head. And when you're ready, we'll place our left arm down and raise that right arm up. And switch hands, placing right hand on the mat, lifting left hand up for a twist. Release. We'll slowly rise up, keeping our back flat, knees slightly bent, and we'll meet back in Goddess. From here, we're going to straighten our left leg, bringing our right hand to our right forearm to right thigh. Extended side angle. A straight line from your fingertips all the way to your left toes. Using the quad to ground us on the right side. Gaze can follow. And release. Switching sides fluidly. Straightening out the right leg. Left forearm to left thigh. Right arm extended. Extended side angle. Shooting the energy out through your arm. And release. If it feels good, you can take a little organic movement here. Come down again a bit. Do some circles on your way up. And we'll meet back in mountain. So for a little balancing sequence today, we're going to do eagle. So I'll show you a couple of variations of this. We'll start by shifting our weight to our left foot and raising the right knee. We're going to cross the right knee over. You can place your left foot on the ground in tripod. If it's in your body, you can bend the left knee and wrap that foot around. And our right arm will come under the left to eagle arms. Another variation is to bring arms together as such, or possibly hug yourself. Getting a nice bind, feeling a stretch and a wringing out. Stretch in the upper back. And release your arms, release your leg. Shake it out. Inhale and exhale. Thank you, legs, for taking us wherever you've taken us and where we are headed in the future. So shifting weight to your right leg, lifting left knee up, crossing that left knee over. Again, you can tripod it on the ground. Slight bend in your right leg. If it's in your body, you can wrap it around, bringing it around to your calf. This time, left arm comes under. If you're up for eagle arms, palms meet. Another variation is to give yourself a hug or bringing your arms together, but feeling that opening in the back of your heart chakra. And we have to bend and be fluid. Every side is different. Relax. Some days your balance is great, other days it's a little off. Depends on the planets, right? Shake it out. Meet in mountain. Engage your quads and come to forward fold. Halfway lift, palms to shins and down to forward fold. Slowly engage the quads and come up to extended mountain pose. As we end our standing sequence, we'll do another little side stretch. So weight comes to your left leg, bring your right leg behind the left. So legs are a bit crossed. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and stretch, kind of a crescent moon. Feeling the stretch in the right side body. And release. Reverse sides. Left foot comes behind the right foot. Arms up. Grab your left arm with your right wrist. Gently stretching over to the side. Feeling an opening in the left side body. And release your arms. Release your legs. And we'll meet. Feel any changes in your body, just settle in. Feel your heartbeat. Perhaps you're a little warmer, it's a little more rapid than when we started this morning. So we'll do head to foot pose both sides. So keep your right knee in, left leg extended. Torso comes over the left leg. Keeping your back straight, extending. Another great time for blocks. Just to feel the stretch in your left hamstring and back of body. And release. Switch sides. Right foot in, left foot extended. Inhale and exhale. And release. Come to cobbler's pose. So soles of your feet together. You can grab your feet. Your knees might be here, your knees might be here, but that's okay. Just feeling a stretch in the inner thigh, keeping the back straight. And releasing your legs. Just for one last side stretch, place palms on the mat. Paint a line with your right hand up. Gaze follows and release. And on the left. And release. 2 more times each side. And release. So feel free to come into Shavasana, laying in corpse pose on the mat. And if you would like to stay seated, that's absolutely fine too. I'm going to lead you in a bit of a body scan as we close up today. So feel free to come to corpse pose or stay seated, whatever feels good in your body. So this is a bit of a clearing body scan. Imagine a white light coming directly from a source above, and bring that energy down into your physical body through the crown of your head. Next, imagine that energy moving directly down your spine and out through the soles of your feet, all the way down into the center of the earth. See, imagine, or feel any energetic imbalances within you being moved down and out through your feet, directly into the earth to be recycled. Ask that any imbalances be washed away. Now bring that pure, solid, reliable, grounding energy of the earth and all that she represents to you back up through your feet, up your legs, stopping at the top of your legs, just below your hips. Allow yourself to feel the qualities of the earth that you most need to draw upon at this time. Permanence, reliability, safety, security, whatever it is that you need at this moment. When you feel the sensation of the earth qualities you most need to experience at this moment, affirm to yourself that you can access this feeling anytime you need to, simply by taking the time to connect to the element of earth in this way. And you can slowly bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. And we'll meet back in a seated position just for a final. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me this opportunity to lead you today as we begin day 2 of the conference. And thank yourself. Give yourself 2 thumbs up for taking time for yourself today and every day. So I just want to end with a poem by John O'Donohue called Blessing of Balance. On the day when the weight deadens on your shoulders and you stumble, may the clay dance to balance you. And when your eyes freeze behind the gray window and the ghost of loss gets into you, may a flock of colors, red, indigo, green, and azure blue, come to awaken in you a meadow of delight. When the canvas frays in the currach of thought and a stain of ocean blackens beneath you, May there come across the waters a path of yellow moonlight to bring you safely home. John O'Donohue. Thank you, and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.